Okay, y'all. So I want to do a story time. I haven't did a story time in a while, but my daughter is the one that screwed up this story time. So she came up to me, my baby girl, and she asked me, "Do I want a hug attack?" So I said, "What?" She said, "A hug attack. Do you know what it is?" I said, "No." She said, "You want me to show you?" I said, "Yeah." So she bagged up real at a distance and ran towards me and jumped on me and hugged me. So I hugged the bag and I did a little shimmy with her with the hug or whatever. So when she did that, that struck up the thought of my other children. I had one baby though. I have to ask him for hugs because he's not that touchy baby. So I have to ask him for hugs and wait for permission. Sometimes he give it to me, sometimes he don't. Okay, my oldest, he randomly give me hugs at the right time all the time. My baby girl, hugger, my girl, all my girls are huggers. And my middle boy, he hugs a lot, a lot, a lot. He hugs so much that sometimes when he hug me, I be like, "Dude, what you want to do? What you about to ask me?" And it don't be nothing. He just be wanting to hug. So him, I ask him for hugs, but I don't have to ask him for hugs too much because he gives them a lot. So it's almost like he giving so much to something happened the other day that made me feel like, dang, I've been taking those hugs for granted or whatever. And it's like God like said, let me show her what could happen. So she need to shape up. Okay, so took my baby to the doctor, the one that liked to hug a lot. Took him to the doctor. It was time for him to receive his shot. He received 4 shots. He wasn't afraid. He just didn't want them. So after he got him or whatever, he went moving his arms because the soreness of the shot. So if you hear my baby in the background, don't mind him. They loud all the time. But he went moving his arms. So I said, "Dude, you got to move your arms, move your arms around or whatever." So I'm standing to the window, talking to the lady to do his follow-up appointment. And all I hear was, "Mom," boom. When I looked, man, my baby was laid flat out on that floor. I rushed over to him. I lifted his head up and I was like, "Dude, you okay? You all right? You hit your head? Is your head hurting?" And he's looking at me, but he's not responding. As soon as I say, "You all right? You hit your head hurt," my baby starts seizing. So I'm yelling at the nurses and all that. So by then his doctor come. So we all lift him up and we take him to the room. And then when we laid him on the bed, my baby passed out. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. I started praying. I started calling on God, asking him to come into the room. And I could hear the nurse. She grabbed me. She praying with me. Then I'm breathing heavily because I have anxiety. So I'm dealing with that, trying to get myself under control, stay in my prayer while they doing what they need to do for my baby. So then I hear one nurse say, "Mom, I need you to control your breathing." Then I heard another nurse say, "Mama, he done woke up. I need you to calm down because this the part where he needs you." So I done got myself together. I'm sitting there. Well, I ain't get myself all the way together. I done got my breathing under control. So I go over there to my baby. I'm sitting there. My other baby, he outside, which I'm worried about him because he done got left by himself. And he's my baby that he don't speak his emotions right then. When something bothers him, he wait till it's just me and him, and then he tell me. Now, he's a blunt baby. He don't say exactly what's on his mind, but when it comes to his feelings, he have his way of how he do that. But back to my boy. So my baby laying there, I'm asking him, is he all right? Is he hot? First, he was cold when he came to, and then he said he was hot, so I told him to take off his shirt. So the doctor came in, told we had to stay there a little longer because he wanted to monitor him and then do his vitals and all that stuff again. So we sitting there. So my baby, he started talking, and he was like, "Mom, I was calling you." I said, "Dude, I didn't hear you call me. I only heard you say Mom one time." And I say, "When I heard that, Mom, you hit the floor." And he said, "My vision had not got blurred." And he said, "I leaned up against the wall." So, all in all, he's okay. And y'all, I deal with seizures all the time. Me and my husband and the siblings, my children deal with seizures all the time. Because oldest daughter, she has she has seizures. Her seizures though has lasted up to 15 to like 20 some minutes, and that's from start to finish, from start big activity to going down. The most in a day she have had at least about, I'll say 8 to 9 in a day. So we deal with seizures, but y'all, when I say that hit me completely different, because my baby don't have seizures. He don't have seizures. And that just made me, it took me to the moment of the hug that I recently had got for him. What if that would have been my last hug? Okay, so we're getting to the point of we getting ready to come home. So while we there, I had messaged my husband and let him know everything. Messaged to grandmas and aunties and uncles and stuff like that, and my oldest son. And so we made it home. Now remember I said my baby boy, he really don't talk about his emotions until we get home. So me and him sitting in the living room by ourselves. So he said, "Mom," I said, "Yeah." He said, "I only heard Peanut called you one time." I said, "You know what, dude?" I said, "I only heard him call me one time too." I said, "But he said he was calling me a lot of time." I said, "Maybe in his head he was calling me and thought it was coming out." I said, "But I don't know." But I said, "How did that make you feel?" He said, "My heart was beating. Whenever he say that mean, you know, majority of the time that mean he having an asthma attack. But also that let me know like it's something bothering him or whatever." So I said, and he said, "My legs felt like they wanted to fall." Y'all, I sunk, because that made my baby want to pass out. Lord, they probably would have had to pick me up off the floor with both of my babies, what you call them. That let me know that it really affected my baby. So I said, "Well, he okay now?" I said, "He all right." And then so it got silent. And then a few minutes later he said, "Mom," I said, "Huh?" He said, "Peanut's seizure was different from Mookie's seizure." I said, "Yeah, it was different." I said, "It was different." So, soon after me and him had that conversation, it was a pause between that. Then my boy that had the seizure, he came. And he said, "Mom, could I ask you something?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Remember when I said that my vision got blurry?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you think Mookie feel that when she had her seizures?" Both of her brothers thinking about her during the time that he just went through what he just went through. And I said, "Dude," I said, "I don't know." I said, "It's possible." I say, "Do you see how she get after she come out of the seizure and she looking around like she trying to find where she at?" I say, "It's possible." So even in the midst of all that was going on, they thought about their sister. But y'all, that thing hit me. When I say that thing hit me, oh, cause like I say, like with my baby, we deal with them. They happen. Every once in a while I may break down or whatever, cause depending on how hard it hit her. But with my boy, that one like somebody took their foot and sat it in the middle of my chest, and I couldn't move, like an ankle been dropped and holding the ship in place. That's how that thing made me feel. So before I went in the house, I had to sit in the yard for a minute. I sent my boys in the house, and I sat out there in the car, and I was talking to my sister, and I'm so thankful for my sister. I'm gonna do a quick off-word. I'm thankful for my sister. And sister, you know who you is. I don't know if you want me to say your name on here, but girl, you know who you is. Not time I tell, I might tag you in it, but okay, whatever. Getting off. But she know what I deal with, my PTSD and my anxiety and all that stuff like that. And no matter what she got going on, if I send her a message, she calls, she talks to me, she talked me through it. And I have to be careful with what I talk to my sister about, because my sister be ready to fix it. When I say she be ready to fix it, she don't know how she gonna fix it, but she be ready. So I have to be careful, but I can call and I can be myself. My sad, depressed self, my goofy, talkative self. I could just be myself. So she talked to me, and let me read say what I said, and she listened, and there's no judgment there, and she just talked to me. So I'm so thankful for you. And I know I adopted you. You weren't looking for no little sister, but yeah, I'm so thankful for you. But after that, then after I got finished talking to my sister, then I went on in the house. So all in all, I said all that to say, boy, them little things, like, we have to stop taking for granted. Stop thinking like people want something. Just receive and give it in that moment, because you never know what that hug is doing for a person. And God knows I wouldn't want that to be my last hug from my boy. But yeah, I know I remember on. I hope y'all got something from that. But it's just love on you. Love on your people. Love on your people. Love on your people, because it can be here right now, and the next second gone. Not gone tomorrow. The next second could be gone. So yeah. All right, y'all. That's my story. Hope y'all stay to the end.